So the next song we got is By the Way. This was another single that you guys put out before the album. And I think, again, it's a pretty straightforward song lyrically. The only part that I kind of took note of was the pre-chorus is cool because every line is, showing this, and this is the exact opposite. And I just thought it was kind of a cool, this is how broad of a spectrum relationships usually go, swing back and forth from. So I just thought that part was cool. Other than that, this song is 90s boy band stuff.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, so you guys just go ahead and talk about where the inspiration for that kind of sound came from, where you guys were when you wrote it, stuff like that.
I want to say, maybe other than you and me, this was the first song that was produced by me, musically, before any of the other ones. I'm pretty sure.
I think we were producing it around the time that we wrote Mr. Wonderful, or around that time. And
yet again, the same thing, kind of like those songs. It was all done in a car. The entirety of that song was done in a car.
We were driving
We were driving to Washington to see family.
Yeah, we were driving to Washington, and we ended up writing this track. And I remember it was just yesterday. We had written the track, and it was pretty much bare bones.
And then we had another 4 hours.
4 hours, and so he started driving after he had produced.
This is back when I was chewing, so I popped a big old chew in, and I was like, all right, Max, we're going to get this whole entire thing done. He was halfway falling asleep, and we're like, we're going to get it done.
Yeah, and so he started driving, and I'm over there, and I just have my notes out on my phone. And he's like, okay, let's write it.
Yeah.
And I started writing, and sometimes I hit a block, and then Zach would be like, what about this? I'm like, Zach, shut up. Let me just get this idea out. And so I'm sitting there for 20 minutes, and he's wondering what the heck's going on. And I'm just trying to put these, when I say in the light and in the dark, and I'm trying to get those perfect words, you know?
And I would try to say something, he'd be like, don't talk.
Yeah, don't.
So I just sit there, I'd just be completely quiet, I need to stay awake and not make a sound, and driving in a car is boring when you don't have music on.
Yeah.
And the person you're with is
So, but I guess at the end of it, it was good because Zach's we are finishing this song on this drive. And actually, I think we got 95% of the lyrics pretty much done.
That's really
there's
cool.
revisions afterwards, but like you said, it's pretty straightforward. It's just, relationships are difficult. Highs and lows, ups and downs, but I love you through it,
And if you didn't catch the hook of the song, by the way, it's an NSYNC reference. Bye, bye, bye.
But it ain't no lie, baby, bye,
exactly.
bye, bye.
Yep. But the little piece right before it goes, I just want to be in sync with you, right? Bye bye.
Yeah, it's a little witty.
So a little witty. In sync, if you're watching this.
Hit us up.
Justin, if you're watching this. Timberlake, if you're watching this. Yeah. So.
Awesome. So yeah, Zach, go ahead and show us some cool stuff that I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, what were you writing in the car?
The very first thing I was I was writing a different song, I think, to start out with, but I think the bass was the main part of the song that I was like, okay, this is what I liked about this entirety of the song. It's all the glide is super high, so it follows it.
Almost like a fretless bass, kind of.
Kind of, but it's more electronic. And then the beat was the most important thing to me. I was like, I love this. I love these things.
Yeah.
As it comes up, it's the triplets. It's my favorite thing in this whole song. I love that so much.
Oh, those click are sounds. Super cool.
These are all yeah. That was the coolest thing.
It's almost a typewriter.
It's another part of the song, vocal manipulating. It's just everywhere in the song, obviously.
Yeah.
Super important. And other than that, the piano was the main, just the main part of the song.
Piano.
Just your basic, it sounds really nice. It's just nice to hear. I love that kind of stuff. It's just simple stuff. But other than that, that's kind of the entirety of the song.
It really is a pretty dry song. Huh?
Yeah, there's really not a lot to the song at all.
Nice.
Which was really cool for me. But, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And
So that's pretty much everything for By the Way.